What is up, men? If you're here, this is really a video about what bodybuilding taught me. That's not really about what you think bodybuilding's about, because it's not about the way you look. It's not. It really isn't. Like, yeah, you want to look fucking sick on stage, don't get me wrong. You want to look good. You want to bring your best physique. But you don't get this lean, you don't get this physique by just gymming. You don't. And to preface, if you need dopamine and you want a scripted video that's filled with fucking filters and stuff, this isn't for you. This is raw, uncut life advice that I've learnt through going through the ringer to fix my mindset and to help you get better, because it really is not about how you look. It's about the mindset it takes to get there, and I'll say it over and over and over again. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a bodybuilder. I'm not saying you have to compete. But if you want to get a good fucking physique, you're gonna have to do shit when you don't feel like it. You're gonna have to do it when you don't feel motivated, because motivation is fucking bullshit. It's not real. Discipline wins every single time. I ran out of motivation about 6 weeks out, because when I got told I have to do 100 minutes of cardio, 20,000 steps a day, while eating 1,600 calories, while weight training, and trying to learn how to run a business and start a business. Do you think each and every morning I wanted to get up, and if I thought about that, do you think I wanted to do that? Do you think motivation carried me through that? It's not what's going to carry you through what you're going through. Motivation does not get you where you want to go. Discipline does. You need to know that. Because those highs, when you really feel like doing it, don't get too high in the highs, and also don't get too low in the lows, because everything's just in motion. And if you can learn just to control your emotion in that motion and not get too high in the highs and not get too low in the lows, then you'll win. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm not. I get stressed out. I definitely got stressed out. Heck, I'm 3 days out and I just had a stressful moment where I had a plan, it didn't go to plan, I had to improvise. This was meant to come a bit later. I just got told I have to get surgery again. But everything's in motion. Everything's gonna be what it's gonna be. You can only control your input. Because, like I said, discipline will always outweigh motivation. When you really don't feel like doing it, that's your opportunity. That is your opportunity. Because when you realize that that's when everyone else gives up and gives in, that's your 1% opportunity. That's your 1% opportunity to win. That's how you beat everyone else. And it's simple. It is simple. It's not easy. Otherwise, everyone would do it. But it's simple. So that is a life lesson. Discipline will always outweigh motivation. Fuck motivation. do it anyway. You have a goal. I know you've got it in your head. I know you've got something that you want to do. I don't know exactly what it is, whether it's to be ripped, whether it's to start that business. But you can do it. You can do it. It is your limiting beliefs holding you back, and the fact that you're so used to instant gratification. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Like I said, there's moments I still scroll on social media, so I'm still right there with you. I'm better, but I'm not perfect. And you don't have to be perfect. That's another lesson. You have to be better. That is all. If you're better than you were yesterday, and you do that and stay consistent over an extended period of time, you will win. Might not seem like it at the time, but you are just building those blocks up to help you win. And that's another lesson that bodybuilding taught me that can be carried through life, is that you control your inputs. So set yourself a goal, and set yourself a fucking massive goal. Let it rip. Let your brain explode. Let yourself free, and let yourself believe that you can do anything, because you can. If that's one thing that bodybuilding taught me, is that it's to fucking believe that you can achieve. But you can only believe it by controlling the inputs, because there's a macro level, and there's a micro level. Right? So set yourself a fucking massive goal and let yourself believe it can be possible. But this is where it's massively important. You need to break it down into the micro, because in the moment, it's going to feel so unachievable. It's going to feel unachievable. Do you think me having to do all that cardio, all that weight training every single day, it was like 6 hours while eating like no food, do you think me thinking about the fact that I had to do that for another 60 to 70 days in a row would help me achieve that goal? No. No. But realizing when I woke up, all I had to do, the first thing I had to do was break it down and get out of bed. That's the first thing I had to do. Second thing, walk outside and start getting those steps in. Next thing, you win. I won every day when I got in the car to go to the gym. I didn't win when I got to the gym. I won when I got in here and started driving. That's when you win. That is your cue to win. You win before you go. An example, the night before, if you scroll on your phone till midnight, you're going to miss your alarm in the morning. You didn't miss your alarm in the morning, you missed it the night before. So you need to set yourself a goal, set yourself free, set yourself something that you can work towards, because there's so much instant gratification out there. Scrolling on your phone, bang, gratification, bang, gratification. All cheap, unearned, shitty dopamine. And I'm only saying this because I was there, and I still am there occasionally. I still fuck up. But I used to drink. I used to do drugs all the time. I used to give in to my little bitch voice inside my head all the time. And again, I'm not perfect. I'm still there with you in some things, 100%. I'm not going to come on here and tell you that I'm perfect, because I still give in to my vices. I still work a bit slower than I'd like to, but I'm getting better. And that is the goal. You can outwork the little bitch voice in your head that's telling you that you can't do it. But the only way you do that is through relentless pursuit of controlling your inputs. 100%, it is all input. Set yourself a goal. I'm telling you, set yourself a massive goal. Let yourself free think. But believe you can achieve it through the constant, relentless pursuit of controlling the small things that actually align with that goal. So if you want to get up at 6 in the morning, align your goals the day before so you can hit that. Because how easy is it to get up at 6 if you go to sleep at 10 versus if you went to sleep at 2, right? You don't lose in the moment. You lose leading up to the moment. Bodybuilding 100% taught me more about myself and life than any fucking degree or education did. The real world will shape your education if you let it. You will learn more from trial and error than anything. And I need to take this advice sometimes. 100%. I get stuck in analysis paralysis. I get there. I'm right there with you, bro. 100%. All the time. Thinking, oh, what if this is wrong? Like this YouTube video. Bro, this is in real time an example of get to a 51% decision. You don't have to get to 100. If it's 51%, just do it. As long, like, pretty much all decisions are reversible. So if it's not going to completely, utterly fuck your life, just rip it. The average attention span's 8.25 seconds. People that see your shit, unless you actually impact them, which is your goal, aren't going to give a fuck after 8.25 seconds. So just rip it. Let it rip. There's no point in holding back. Let it rip through relentless control of your inputs. That's how you outwork the bitch voice in your head that you have. Because every time that you take action against that bitch voice, you just nullify it that little bit more. And then you believe again. And then you start to believe again. You believe by the relentless pursuit of controlling your small inputs to outwork that little bitch voice in your head that's telling you you can't do it. But you can. You 100% can. There is no reason that you can't. We are no different. And I'm not saying go be a bodybuilder, but I am saying whatever you're thinking about doing, just rip it. But getting in shape and controlling your mind, it does take time. So if you can't take the time, or you don't want to take the time to work on yourself, to get better, to apply knowledge, then don't worry about it. Keep scrolling. Keep staying out of shape. Keep eating shitty foods that make you feel unfulfilled, that make you wake up in the morning and you feel like shit and you don't want to go to work and you miss your alarm and then you start the cycle again, because it is a vicious cycle. You can pick your cycles though. If you are in a cycle right now of drinking, of eating shitty foods, guess what? You picked them. It was your choice. It is your fault. And I get there's certain very rare examples where things are uncontrollable. But odds are, what you're doing right now is completely in your control. But that's awesome to know. Because if you're in a vicious cycle, like I used to be, drinking, doing drugs all the time, guess what? You can transfer that. You can put that mindset onto something else that's actually worth achieving. Because you have it in you. You have it in you. I believe in you, for fuck's sakes. I believe in you. I don't care who you are watching this. I believe that you can do it. Because if I can do it, then you can do it. There is no doubt in my goddamn mind that you can do it too. I don't care about your scenario. Well, I care about your scenario, but I don't care I don't know how to word that, but I care about your scenario, but I also believe that you can get out of it. You 100% can get out of it. Whatever it is, that is your fuel. So set massive goals, but don't focus on the goal because it'll discourage you. It'll break you. And trust me, I've been there and I still get there. I've posted on social media about 200 times now. My following hasn't grown, and that just tells me I need to be better. And I need to control the input. So that's something I can control. I'm consistent. I'm dedicated. I'm disciplined. I know that. But I know that eventually it'll come as long as I learn. So set a massive goal. And work towards it through controlling the micro. That's how you outwork your self-fucking doubt that you have. That little bitch voice in your head that you can hear saying, no, you can't do that. Yes, you can. You can. And that's where you grow. Because you simply set a massive goal, because it's good to free think and believe that you can do it. But the way you believe that you do it is by controlling the input. Control the input and control the micro and judge your progress off of that. Not the fact that you haven't hit the goal, because you're not going to hit the goal for a while. If I tried to lose 15 kgs of fat and I decided the next day that I hadn't lost it yet, that would be pretty irrational, wouldn't it? Literally, if I decided I wanted to lose 15 kgs of fat and the very next day I hadn't lost it yet and I gave up, that'd be pretty irrational. You need to control the input on the micro. Control the fact that you can go for a walk. Control the fact that you get to go for a walk or get in shape and you have an opportunity. Set a massive goal. Control the input and the micro towards that goal and judge yourself based off of that. Not the fact that you haven't hit the goal, because you will eventually. It's inevitable. And control the fact that you are getting better each and every day. And if you need help with this, if you need help with fixing your mindset, or you simply want to get jacked, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'd love to fucking help you. Because if you sat through this, it's been 20 minutes, it shows me that you don't need a heap of dopamine. It shows me you can sit through a video and you can feel emotion. And that's who I want to help. Because you're helpable. You're fucking coachable. So again, set a massive goal. Let yourself believe. But set a massive goal. Let yourself believe it can happen through controlling the micro towards that goal, through controlling the macro towards that goal. Sorry, not control the macro. Control the micro. Control the input. So let yourself set an unrealistically massive goal, because what the mind can believe it can achieve. But it will only achieve it through controlling the input, through controlling the micro, and judge yourself based on the fact that you're doing the micro each and every day to hit that goal. Because it's going to take time. But you outwork your self-doubt by controlling the micro towards the massive goal. Love you, brother. If you watched all the way through, thank you. And like, subscribe, do whatever you feel like. I don't really give a fuck.